Hey everyone, I am HRITWIK Raj from IIT Kharagpur, Section 19, and my roll number is 21MI10025. This is my first project of DIY, and I have made a guitar body in FREECAD using part design and part workbench. I made it under two parts, one for lower body and one for the neck of the guitar. Firstly, I imported an image of outline of guitar body from the image workbench in the XY plane using this tool. Then in the part design workbench, I created a part and a body and then sketched using the B-spline tool to trace the outline of the body. Then I padded the sketch up to a length of 70 mm. To create a thick side wall like this, I retraced my sketch, but this time leaving some thickness from the outline. Then I used the pocket tool with thicker greater than 70 mm. Now I have reused my earlier sketch and pad tool to create the back of the guitar and did the same to the front. Now in the front surface, I created another sketch of a circle for the sound hole of the guitar. Again, I used the pocket tool to create the hole from in the front body, and this time the thickness is greater than the padding of the front surface. For the bridge of the guitar, on the front surface of the guitar, I created a sketch of rectangle. Now I created a datum plane about 30 mm above the front surface and sketched another rectangle, this time a bit smaller than the previous one, on this datum plane. I used the loft tool to create the bridge. Let me hide those sketches. On the top of the surface of bridge, I sketched the string holes and now use the pocket tool to create the holes. Now the lower body of the guitar is completed. Let's move on to the next section, which is the neck of the guitar. For the neck or the fretboard, I have created a new part and created this sketch is a rectangle and I have padded with a thickness of 10 mm. For the headstock, I created a datum plane inclined at an angle of about 5 to 6 degrees with the fretboard, and on that plane I sketched the headstock and padded it. Then on the headstock surface, I sketched circles and created pockets for the guitar tuning pegs to be installed there. Then on the back side of the fretboard, I created a rectangle and revolved it around its vertical axis to give a round back to the fretboard. Now I have made this sketch again on a datum plane perpendicular to the fretboard but at the very edge of it. Then I padded it with a thickness equal to the fret and then used Boolean operation to give a cut like this here. On the fretboard, I drew multiple rectangles and circles and then padded them with some thickness to make the frets and the markers. Finally, I colored different parts using the part workbench by selecting every surface I need to color and using this tool here to make it look from this to this. Now before exporting, I use the union Boolean operation to fuse all the parts together and make a final fuse and body. Now it's time to export it in the Cura for 3D printing. Now we are in the Cura software. As I have made this using standard size of guitar, so in order to 3D print it, I have to scale it down so that it fits in the printer. So I will just scale it down and rotate it to lay flat on the surface. I will use the extra fast profile, leaving all other settings to the default and slice it. It's showing me 5 hours and 26 seconds. We can indeed reduce this time by decreasing the infill in the settings. That was it from my side. Thanks for watching.